Come on, Jay. You didn't think it was going to be that easy, did you? Welcome back to Brave Birds DFS, one of the best places for NBA, NFL, MLB, and PGA news, and obviously DFS. If you don't know, I'm Walt. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell. All right, we got to talk about the continuing saga. Yeah, it's a saga. This is a soap opera that we have right here between the PGA LIV DP Tour. And now we have the Senate involved in this mess. But before I dive into that, I got to do the DFS side of the channel and give you my contest of the week on Draftkings. Now, for most of us, this is the off season. And by the off season, I mean anytime it isn't the NFL season. Now, you know, I love my Braves. I love my Hawks. But the real sports season starts when football starts in 3 months. So, considering it's the off season, it's really rare for them to have a $1 million contest on DraftKings. I know what you're thinking. You're not going to win. I'm not going to win. Why are you telling me this? Well, you know what? You're right. The odds of you winning this contest are small, but you can look at it as glass half full. You're 82 more times likely to win this than $1 million at Powerball. And I'm sure we've all grabbed a ticket or two. Plus, it's fun. So, let me give you 2 pieces of advice for our contest of the week, the $25 US Open Millie Maker that starts on Thursday. Number 1, don't get too crazy with your picks. Now, which is kind of going to slightly contradict my number 2, which is pivot from the obvious. So it's a balance. Know that if you pick the player that everybody else picks, when they go down in flames, you go down in flames. And if by some chance you win, you're not going to get all the guap. But don't get too contrarian with your pivots. All right, so let's get back to the PGA LIV DP Tour merger. So for those of you all who don't listen, look, tweet, whatever the news, and I don't blame you, because most of us, we're trying to work. We're trying to live our life. So we don't know about everything that's going on at every second of the day. Well, let me tell you what's going on right now. Now the Senate has gotten involved in this merger. You know, the Senate is really confused. They're like, PGA, we were kind of on your side. You said for a whole year that the LIV and the Saudi money and the public investment fund were just bad. And now all of a sudden you're saying they're good. I mean, just imagine this in your personal life. Imagine if your friend trashed this person for a whole year. I'm not talking about shade. I'm talking about straight trashed a person for a whole year. And then at the end of that year, they invited this person to the Christmas party, giving them gifts, acting like nothing happened. That's what the PGA Tour is doing with this LIV thing. And the Senate says, I don't know about that. Y'all told us all the bad things they did. We know the history that the United States has with the Saudis. And they're like, we gonna have to investigate. And I know some of you all might think, whatever, is not gonna amount to nothing. And you're probably right. We know a lot of the people out there in the Senate, it's their job to have committees and to have meetings and to have votes. And a lot of times at the end of the day, nothing happens. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is like everything else and nothing happens. But let me just tell you personally, you don't want the Senate ever to get into your business when it comes to making money. So we'll see how it goes. They'll have their sub-team committees. They'll have their smartest aides. If I had to guess, I would say that it's not going to change anything. I think that the merger that we were all just shocked about, that just really blew all of our minds last week, I think it's going to go through. And as I mentioned last week, I think it's going to be more good than bad. But we will see. At the end of the day, it don't impact my money. I didn't turn down $100 million to stay at my current job. But for those people that did, I can see why they're salty. So we'll see what happens. Thank you again for tuning into my channel. As I mentioned earlier, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and also check out my other videos. With that being said, I look forward to talking to you next time.